Bingo, bring me my middle finger, bingo, wow.
Oh my gosh. What a weirdo, I swear.
Don't bite so hard.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's telling me I can't do that anymore. Oh well, we'll just do this then.
Hey everyone, Miles with Static Radio, I think.
Why you say you think?
No, I was hearing all these weird noises, and then you finally came on, so I didn't know.
Oh, I was playing the music, the intro music stuff.
Oh, it's like someone throwing around a cardboard box or something. I'm like, oh, that's the intro music? Oh, okay.
Well, maybe you couldn't hear it. See, look, Static Radio, there it says it right there. Right, exactly. Oh my goodness. You're like on one tonight with your, with your misremembrances and everything. You should probably go.
What? I was making fun of your family, and you got a little pissed off, and whatever.
You said it was serious. You're like, oh, seriously, I can't remember.
I thought your daughter.
Okay.
I thought your daughter had a menial job. I'm sorry, I thought that. I was incorrect.
Well, I wouldn't even call that a menial job. It's just, I'm like, no one's ever talked about that. It's like, this is not.
You tell me things.
Conversation.
You tell me things, and then you're like, oh no.
oh, Monroe. I'm like Ted Knight over here.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just thought she was a janitor. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the janitors out there. I thought your daughter was a janitor.
No one's ever said that, ever. So
I don't know. You're like, oh, she takes a lot of shit. Let me tell you. I'm like, oh, she's a janitor. Okay.
Oh, come on. I never said that.
I don't know. Sorry. I didn't know.
So it's almost Halloween, right? So the show will come out just ahead of
Halloween.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. One of your favorite times of the year. I know.
Yeah.
You've done many little, side things about Halloween, and we have them out on the YouTube and so forth. So.
Right.
But I actually have three. Well, maybe one scary and two mildly scary stories that happened to me that I've been holding on to now for almost a year.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm just letting my dog out. Sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You can't, it's always something with this guy. Well, I'm a dog walker at night, and I try to do this show while I got my phone, juggling my phone underneath my third chin, and then,
I've got to make a living, okay?
Oh, by the by, your daughter's a janitor? Well, I got 5 jobs. Don't worry about it.
I've got to take care. I've got to dog walk a little to make some money, okay? There, okay, I said it.
You're like Mr. Gig Economy here. Don't worry, Bob. I'll be there. I'm just going to be doing some Ubering and some DoorDashing.
I'm just going to say that. Hey, I got to get in the car.
If you could just hold on for like 2 seconds, I got to run this up to the door and take a picture, okay?
That's my ghost story.
Here, I'm going to tell a heartfelt ghost story.
Could you please? Will you tell it? All right. Before the guy cries, please tell the story.
I might cry.
Tell your ghost story.
I have more than one, and this is a serious freaking story here.
Oh, okay. This is serious. Oh,
I'm telling you.
He's grouchy.
So I'm trying to decide if I'm even going to tell it. That's the problem, right? And I thought, well, it's Halloween. I should probably if I'm going to tell this story, now's the time. And some things bother me, and I don't talk about them for a long time, and this is one of them. And so I'm finally thinking, well, maybe if I'm going to do this, I should do it now. So, and then this, I got to walk the dogs, and then by the way, I got to go. I'm going to change the filters in the furnace. Hold on a sec.
Please tell it so I can make fun of it. Now, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, you're not going to make fun of this. You're going to be fucking freaked out.
No, I'm going to laugh the whole time.
Okay. So, and I have never even mentioned this. This is how, weird I am about things. So my mother passed away about a year ago. And I never talked about it on the show.
Correct.
Well, so 3 things have happened to me since my mother passed away that is very freaky and scary. Okay. The first one was, so she passed away, and then I kind of took over to be the person to kind of get some things done, right? So I'm, talking to her neighbors, and I'm like, we're going to be doing a sale and all this kind of stuff. And I was getting things ready, and I was at her house doing this, right? Kind of prepping everybody because it's a terrible thing, and the neighbors are all wondering what's going on, and I'm like, okay, here's what's going to happen. So I'm prepping everybody, trying to be a good guy, and I've been over the neighbors telling them, that there's going to be a sale at the house and so forth. I come in the house from doing that, and there's a phone ringing. In the bedroom.
Inside your late mother's house.
Inside my late mother's house. There's a phone ringing. As I walk in the door, phone starts ringing. Now you're like, who? So what, right?
No, I'm getting sucked into this story already. I'm like, okay, wait. I'm not even going to laugh.
There's a little backstory to it. So my mother had a landline until probably 4 months or 5 months before she passed away. And I set her up with a system that basically used the cell phone that I had purchased for her to be her phone. Because that's all she was using at this point. And the landline was just a bunch of people trying to sell her stuff. So we disconnected the landline, and I set up a system. I'm not going to get into the particulars, but I set it up so that basically she could use her cell phone, and it would ring on her regular phone inside the house.
Okay. All right.
Well, she's been passed away maybe for, at this point, probably about a month, right? By when I walk in there. Number one, there is no landline anymore. Hasn't been a landline for probably 6 months at this point.
Okay.
And there is no cell phone.
Okay.
At this point, I had the cell phone, but I did not have it with me. It was at my house where I live, which is out, hours away. I go into the house, a phone is ringing. I totally freaked the fuck out. Because there should be no way in the world that this phone is ringing. Because phones need power, and they need something to trigger them.
Right. Correct.
This is just after I had launched through talking to people about selling stuff. So I left. I didn't even finish what I was going to do. I left.
Did you not answer the phone?
I didn't know where it was because it wasn't in the room with me. There's 3 phones hooked up to this thing that I set up. One was right there in the living room where I was at. One was in the kitchen, and one was down the hallway, and only the one down the hallway was ringing, which was my mother's bedroom.
I don't know if I want to hear any more of this.
I left.
This is freaking me out. I'm freaked out now. I'm completely freaked out.
It gets worse.
You're freaking me out, dude.
So I totally freak out. I gather up my stuff and I leave. I couldn't take it. I couldn't go find the phone. I couldn't take it. I didn't even say anything to my wife. I said, I'm on my way home. And I finally told her after I'd been home for a while, I said, I got freaked out because this phone was ringing. She's like, well, maybe it was an old cell phone. I go, no, I have everything. at that point, I had gathered up anything that was, like that or any important stuff.
Right.
And, basically at this point, I had prepped the house to start selling things. We had gotten past all this other stuff, finding important papers and all that kind of thing. So I'm totally freaked out. And then, so I did go back. I mean, I did do, complete my duties and everything, but I got rid of all the phones the next time I was there. I took all the phones and got rid of them.
Poltergeist, where they take the TV out of the motel room.
That's right. Oh my God. It still scares me. That's why I wasn't sure about talking about it. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, my good friend helped me. So we have the sale. Sale goes off. There's still stuff left. I'm giving stuff away to people that I know and so forth. And then, all you're left with is the stuff that nobody wants.
Yes.
So my wife and I and some neighbors and a good friend of mine, we clean out the upstairs one day, right? And totally clean it out. So it's totally empty. But we had a dumpster for stuff. And so put it in the dumpster. So then I had to get another dumpster for the basement because I couldn't fit any more into it, right? So I get another dumpster. Well, then it's just me, right? I didn't ask everybody because the basement wasn't quite as crowded as everything else. So, and I wasn't, the stuff down there nobody wanted. It was just, stuff. And upstairs, I'm like telling people to take stuff, take it if you want to take it, And so anyway, I go down there by myself again to clean out the basement, which they had a walkout basement. So, everything was down right by the door that goes outside. And so I was just carrying stuff out and putting it in and everything. I just get started doing that. Right. I come walking in and it sounds like something like a bookshelf full of books falls over upstairs. Like the whole house rattles. Like shakes violently. As I step in the door. There's absolutely nothing upstairs. It is empty. I mean, I stepped in the door. This happens. I literally just stood there in shock and trying to decide. I had to get this done, though. You know what I mean? Because, we sold the house. And so I had to get stuff done. And so I stood there for a while. And then I walked outside and I stood outside for a while. I did not go upstairs. And then eventually I finished what I was there to do, and I unloaded. I loaded up stuff from downstairs. Luckily, I had somebody coming by a little bit later that day to pick up some furniture that was down there, and they were there with me for a little while. But it scared the living shit out of me. I swear to God, I was about ready to leave.
Did you tell that person what had happened?
No. Again, I didn't talk about it till I got home. I didn't talk about it. And so then that's the second thing. And then now the third thing is probably the most creepy thing. Even if those two things were not creepy enough.
I am going to let the dog in. I'm just going to announce this.
Such an ass. Well, I'm delivering for Amazon on the side. Hold on, let me throw this package up on the porch and take a picture.
So CB, if you got to take a piss break, take it right now because this is going to take a few minutes. Just let me. The dog's outside. She's barking at some ghost or some shit. I don't even know what it is.
I hope it's like the Last of Us Mushroom Man.
I'm not even going to be able to sleep tonight after hearing all this. Come on, get in, dumb shit. Come on.
Oh, jeez. Now you're yelling at the dog. So then, this is the last thing, right, that happened of note. I mean, little things happen, but these are the big ones, right? So, so everything's cleared out of the house, and the only thing I kept was an office chair, and I had it out in the garage because I needed some place to sit because I had to have some workmen come in and fix some minor things before the sale,
Sure.
And so I didn't have a place to sit down, so I kept this office chair on wheels, in order to have a place to sit when I showed up to wait for people to do some work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I used it, probably for, it was like a little electrical, a little plumbing, work. And so I had to wait for these guys to show up. So then but I didn't want to get rid of that chair because that was my only place to sit other than the car, which it was summertime. And so it was really hot out there. So anyway, I used it out in the garage. And then when I was done with all that, I put it in the kitchen. Just to keep it somewhere, not in the garage. And so then I came back to check on things. I think I had to sign some papers or do something, meet with somebody. And so then I go inside the house and the chair's gone. And then my first thought was, well, who broke in and stole this chair?
Right.
And so I didn't think much of it, and I was kind of doing what I needed to do, checking on things, and I can't remember. It was for the realtor, Anyway, I walked down the hallway to what was an office space that my parents had made a bedroom, one of our old bedrooms, into an office.
Yeah.
Guess what was in that room?
Don't say it. Oh, God.
The chair.
Oh, my God.
The chair was in there all by itself where it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like the kitchen is like right next to this room where it just accidentally rolled in there or something. This is like, this is down. You have to go out of the kitchen, down a hallway, and into the room. So you have to make 2 90-degree turns.
Right. So there's no way this thing could have just rolled.
And there's no reason for anybody at this point. Everything is gone. There's no reason for anybody to put that chair because at this point I think the realtor had a key or something to put that chair in that room because there's nothing in that room.
There would be no reason.
Absolutely no reason to be down there because it's not like you would want to sit there and look at something because there's nothing to look at.
Yeah.
It was in the kitchen just to keep it out of the garage. And so something moved the chair from the kitchen down to where it was, which, nobody really knew that. The realtor never knew that because he never really saw the house with stuff in it.
Right.
No one would know that was the office. Yeah. And I'm like, I left. That was it. Now, I did go in there afterwards and everything, but I moved that chair back out to the garage.
Yeah.
I took it out of the inside of the house and I put it in the garage. Because in order to get from the garage inside the house, it has to go up steps, and that wasn't going to happen, I was hoping.
All right, MFer.
So 3 very scary stories have happened to me, and I swear, who knows, right?
Yeah.
A couple of these can be easily explained. Somebody rolled the chair, which I highly doubt it, because nobody was supposed to be in there, and nothing else changed or whatever. The thing falling again, there was nothing to fall. It was totally empty upstairs. The phone's probably the easiest to explain. Maybe there was a phone that got electrical impulse somehow, but again, not likely. Now, this is not the first time that somebody in my family, I think, and this is just my, feelings, has contacted me after they passed away. I don't think I've told this story before. Maybe I have. You'll remember if I had. So I think it was my mother, trying to get my attention, but I was so freaked out. I'm like, this is the worst possible way to get my attention.
Right.
Because it freaks me out, and I'm like, But my grandfather died, and somehow I ended up with his like component stereo system.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, this is way back in the day when that was like a big deal. He had
right.
this really nice stereo, and somehow in the scheme of things, I ended up with it. And I was only like, I think 12 years old, I think, when he died. I had it in my room. I would, listen to the radio and play tapes and whatnot. And one night, in the middle of the night, I wake up because the stereo turns on by itself. It wasn't. It has a switch. It was a big chunky switch back in those days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ka-chunk, ka-chunk to turn it on
and
off.
Right.
I wake up. I'm groggy. I go over to it. All it's playing is noise, like static.
Right.
I stand there for a minute. I'm like, how the heck is this thing on? I turn it off with the switch. Doesn't go off. Will not turn off. Right?
Yeah.
And so I stand there and I'm like, well, what is going on? Right? I didn't think anything of it. I was totally out of it. So I flip the switch really fast a bunch of times, and finally it goes off.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what is, I remember this happening kind of because I woke up dead.
Right.
Doesn't ever work again. It's fairly new. It was not even probably 2 years old.
It's broken.
It's dead. Won't work. Never worked again.
That is weird.
So anyway, there's my scary family stories for you to take in.
That is spooky.
Very spooky. And I haven't want to talk about, normally I told you about the whole overpass thing, like right after it happened and everything. Oh no, I wasn't going to let this go. I thought about keeping it another year, but I thought, well,
what bothers me is you, and I won't mention what this is, but you gave me an item before your mom passed. And it's literally like 3 feet behind me.
Yes.
Where I'm sitting. And I'm so freaked out right now. I want to put this thing outside. I'm like, man.
It was from my mom as well.
I know. Now I'm afraid this thing's going to start making noise like it shouldn't be making noise. And then I'm going to be like, okay. Poltergeist, I'm going to launch you into the river. I'm launching you into the Mississippi, man. Boom.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of those things. Yeah.
Weird.
The only reason I stayed after something fell upstairs was because I was paying this money. I was paying for this dumpster and I had to get this done or else I was going to have to pay for another week.
Oh yeah. Those are expensive. Shit.
Expensive. Yeah. So I'm like, I got to get this done. And I knew some other people were coming by for the furniture, but I didn't know when. And so, yeah, I'm like,
wow.
But every other time I just left. As soon as it happened, I'm just like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Dang.
Yeah. So
spooky.
Spooky, scary stories.
That is spooky. It's not even funny. It's spooky.
Yeah, it's strange.
It falls under the strange category. We said strange and humorous. Yeah. Strange and or humorous.
Yeah, and or both. A lot of times it's both.
Or both. Both.
But it was just, and people have these kind of things happen and they're not believed and so forth and it's like, to me it's so real and it happens, it's happened. And there's no way I can say yes, this was my mother trying to tell me something or no or whatever, but it certainly is weird, right? So my father passed away a few years prior to that, so it could have been him as well. I don't know, but yeah, they had lived at that house for over 50 years. So
while they were alive, did you have any incidents there while they were alive?
No, never. Well, just the one with my grandpa's stereo. That was all.
Yeah,
but nothing else. I mean, nothing else weird like that happened. I mean, it just was the
right.
Yeah, these things happened afterwards. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. No other weird, paranormal type things happened while I was there, other than my grandfather's stereo.
That is weird, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the other things that I've had happen have been elsewhere. So. Yeah, weird, and disturbing. I mean, it just the worst part for me is, the falling thing. I have no explanation for at all. I can't even tell you how it happened.
Right.
The other two things, I know where I left the chair because I was the only one that sat in it because it was essentially became my sitting chair. And I'm the one who hooked all the phone stuff up. I know exactly how it works. And I
would say, maybe the chair might be the most puzzling.
Yeah, the chair one is weird. Yeah.
Electronics are weird.
The most explainable. Somebody came in, they moved the chair. It's easily explained, but
yeah.
Oddly enough, the one that I stayed for is the most unexplainable.
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing to fall. Everything was gone.
Yeah.
There's no shelves, no books, no things hanging on the wall, nothing.
And it was above you.
It was above me. Oh, yes, it was above me. It felt
100% above you. There's no way it was outside, like some kid threw a basketball against the siding or something.
It was like somebody knocked over a bookshelf full of books. That's how rumbly it was. It shook everything.
Yeah. Right.
It shook everything. Yeah. It wasn't outside. It wasn't like a car backfiring, anything like that. It literally shook. Everything above me was shaking.
Yeah. Snapping their fingers.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell just happened?
I'm going to put my pants back on.
It would be if you were playing Buck upstairs. Here comes Miles. Buck number one. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
Gonna have a good time.
I mean, that's how much it shook. It was like you jumped on the floor or fell over or something.
Hey, me dressed up as Mama from What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I thought I was going to have to pull out some 2x4s and reinforce the floor.
Bob, come up here, Bob.
So yeah, very, very scary stuff happening and stuff. We'll see. Now that I've mentioned, I've totally talked about it with my immediate family. That's it.
Yes.
I haven't even told my brother. If he listens, he'll find out. I've never even told him.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. So, yeah. And I was debating whether or not to do it, but I thought, well,
I'm glad you did. I think. I'm not sure.
So. And I do miss my mom, so it's very sad.
No, it is sad. She was a very nice lady. She was a super nice lady.
Yeah.
She was.
But that's, I don't know what else to say about it. It's very weird and strange and scary.
Wow. Can I talk to the little boy that lives in your mouth?
I think that's what got Jeffrey Jones arrested.
Yeah.